It wouldn't be spring without a little bit of a party
Bad luck
mindset.
on
So
the
I'm running
team.
XL Party Hat Bulbasaur in the Spring Cup. Let's jump into the battles. Alright, so I have a couple decent sets here that I'm going to showcase with the Bulbasaur, which honestly is just like a worse Venusaur. But yeah, so I had this XL Bulbasaur built from a while ago. I have another video featured on the channel where I ran it in, I think, Open Great League it was. But yeah, in the Spring Cup, it's actually not too bad. I mean, you'll see. We get some devastation with Bulbasaur in some of these battles today. But yeah, our Roserade, we pretty much use the Relief Storm. We do connect, and yeah, we are going to lose to the Tentacruel, but I felt like that might have been okay if we can get a bit of a farm down with Feraligatr. Feraligatr actually kind of a monster in the Spring Cup. I did run it in my other featured team that I have of the Spring Cup format so far. But yeah, we are just going to let it go, and we're going to kind of bank on the Bulbasaur in this battle, knowing that we did see Clefable, and yeah, that we were going to shield one Meteor Mash, and from here, I was thinking because of the fact that I am a Bulbasaur, I probably could potentially take one Meteor Mash, and it's more ideal here to do that because it's not going to one-shot me. So it does bring us down pretty close, but I will be able to live these Bullet Seeds from Ferrothorn here because I am a Poison type as well. And I'm just going to, I didn't probably even need the bait here. I probably could just double Power Whip, to be honest, to finish up the match. But I do end up throwing a Sludge Bomb there, and Bulbasaur gets the KO there. So Breloom, wow, this is actually really spicy. I decided, honestly, with Feraligatr, getting hit with a resisted Hydro Cannon is still, like, look how much damage it did. I didn't know if they would shield or not. I was, like, already planning the switch, and they didn't shield. I could have stayed in probably with Feraligatr, but not a bad scenario either, considering they do have Ludicolo here. And they don't shield, so we actually just completely remove Ludicolo. It could have been bad, I guess. We probably would have had to switch out or sack Roserade in that scenario if they did shield. But yeah, that was actually amazing because now I knew that was a Seed Bomb and I could probably live at least one. I can threaten with one more Weather Ball with Roserade, and we have 2 shields to nothing on Trevenant, and I decided to just bring in Feraligatr to finish up the match because I can just go for the Hydro Cannon and it should be enough, but I just end up going for Ice Beam just for the BM situation because I knew I could reach it. So GG's there. Alright, let's see what we get in our next battle here. Chestnut lead. Definitely going to be a little difficult. Chestnut can be a little tough. I decided to build up a little bit of energy, then switch out to catch a move. And they do throw Energy Ball, so not the worst case scenario there so far. They have a Parasect in the back. And fortunately for us, we do really threaten this Parasect with our Fire Weather Ball. But at the same time, Parasect's pretty spammy with the Fury Cutter and X-Scissor combo, which does threaten my grass types. So yeah, even though we're gonna have to trade shields here, in the end I should be able to outpace the Parasect, but we're gonna have to trade shields to make that possible. And I do go for a little bit of an energy gain here, and they end up having the Quagsire, and I am so close to the Leaf Storm that I just end up nuking Quagsire. And from here, it's just a matter of, I think I bring in Bulbasaur, and Chestnut essentially is going to have to throw superpowers to really damage Bulbasaur. And because they did that too, it ends up weakening their defense and their attack, allowing the Sludge Bomb to essentially just one-shot it at this point. So another victory for Bulbasaur. So let's jump in. If you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button. It does help my content out a lot here on YouTube. And thanks for tuning in. So we get a Pelipper lead. I'm going to stay in and just go for Hydro Cannon. Ice Beam's a little bit better here, but they might just commit the shield anyways. And I make the mistake. I thought they might try to bait here. This is actually game changing that I didn't shield that, because Feraligatr, as you'll see, would have been an amazing way to handle the majority of the fighters on my opponent's team. But yeah, really unfortunate I got hit by that Hurricane. It's pretty devastating because we have a okay situation here with Trevenant, so I'm going to go for the Weather Ball. I'm going to try to generate a little bit of extra energy. They could bait here easily, but I really can't risk getting hit by too much damage now. So I throw the Weather Ball, and yeah, it's getting a little bit too close for comfort, unfortunately. So in comes Tentacruel, which I will be able to hit it with a Leaf Storm, but it's not going to be enough damage to remove it. And yeah, unfortunately we just can't do enough damage, and that's a GG. Really close game. If I could have just kept the Feraligatr in on the Pelipper, it would have been pretty decent. And even like a Hydro Cannon into Trevenant or Tentacruel would have been advantageous for us in that fight. Plus giving us better alignment. But anyways, into our next battle. GG's to everyone so far. We get the Ninetales lead, and honestly not a bad situation for Feraligatr. They have Slow King, and I accidentally... Well, no, I don't accidentally. I throw a move, they do give a shield, and we're going to bring in Roserade. We're a little afraid of confusion with our backline. It can be kind of threatening. But I think what I decided to do here is shield, and I can kind of like farm down Ninetales. And from here, they end up having Wigglytuff in the back, and I already knew this was going to be a GG, primarily because we have Bulbasaur also. So as long as we can get some damage off or get shields here, we're in a pretty okay scenario, because I could just bring in Bulbasaur and wait for the Icy Wind. And I think I could even take an Icy Wind, realistically, if I wanted to, but I decided to just let it go through, and I was really close on the move on Feraligatr, so I decided to switch out and just throw the move because I had another move on Bulbasaur locked. And yeah, that's a GG, so that's a 4-1 set to start out this video. And if you like spicy GBL content, consider subscribing. And let me know if you would ever attempt running a baby Pokemon in the Open Great League. They are a little... I would say they're very much weaker versions of their parents, but honestly there are some scenarios where the trade-off between having a little more bulk versus attack do become advantageous in matches. But I mainly did this for fun. This wasn't, I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily recommend you run Bulbasaur if you're trying to just climb and get 100% win rate, but honestly this team wasn't doing too bad. I had some decent matches with this squad. But yeah, the meta is always slightly evolving and changing here in the Spring Cup. And yeah, we get the Pelipper with the no shield, so we're in a really good scenario with Feraligatr. They have some energy built on Pelipper, but they don't use it, and they end up getting punished pretty hard for that. And we get another situation where we can just bring in Bulbasaur with some shields and just kind of close out the match. And Galistopod's just going to get smacked by this Power Whip, and that's going to be a GG. So yeah, it's looking pretty solid here so far, because we can just commit that shield and farm down with Vine Whip, and we can get into our next battle. So this is actually what I'm trying to say, this Quaxwell. I actually think the, what is it, Quaquavel. Someone who actually like messaged me, who I battled, was running a Quaquavel with this. This team that I'm running is actually pretty weak to Quaquavel and its pre-evolution Quaxwell, because the wing attack plus being able to smack with like a aerial ace is pretty clutch against my line. And yeah, this person plays it pretty well too, because I'm trying to preserve my Feraligatr, but as I'll soon realize, I don't really have the best case scenario here with the backline. Like, I'm gonna get smacked here by the Flash Cannon, which is actually the main thing that kind of makes this match pretty difficult, but realistically, the Drill Peck is it as well. Like, having Drill Peck plus the Flash Cannon is really good for my backline, especially in the shield scenario. So yeah, definitely amazing alignment and really cool choice of Pokemon in this format. GG's. Yeah, I got kind of destroyed there, like, honestly. But that's pretty much how it kind of played out too for my other match with the Quaquavel. I'm actually kind of interested. Maybe I should look into trying out that Pokemon, because it seems like it's not too shabby. But yeah, we get the Ninetales here in this next match, and like I said in my other match, not a bad scenario for Feraligatr. I mean, if it's Weather Ball, we can kind of take one. Even a Psyshock, we can afford to take one. And now we're in a scenario where we do end up forcing them to switch out, and they do make a great catch, but that's okay because we do have Roserade, and I'm going to build up some energy on it, and then I will throw a Weather Ball. That way I can use a Weather Ball to remove the Ninetales when it comes back in as well. And yeah, here we go. We go for another Weather Ball onto their alone Ninetales, and they end up having Lantern in the back. That's pretty much game. They're going to just leave. So yeah, GG's. Oh, just ignore the little... I was listening to Jeff Rosenstock's new album, Hell Mode. I love Jeff Rosenstock. I used to actually have a flag up here in the back that was a Jeff Rosenstock flag that I got at one of his shows before. It's like a wild, like, combination of a bunch of different things. But, yeah, if you're interested in checking out a new artist, you should check out Jeff Rosenstock. He's one of my favorite artists. I've been listening to him since Bomb the Music Industry and his band Arrogant Sons of Bitches. Like, they were just really good, like, ska punk music. But yeah, I'm a huge fan, and I was pretty much listening to it with my AirPods, and for some reason you can't like put it, like I can like put it off to the side and the music will still play with the YouTube Premium, but for some reason I can't just like hide it. And I was just kind of jamming, you know, doing some sets. But yeah, as you can see, we get some domination here with Bulbasaur. This person just didn't even want to... Maybe they... Sometimes I wonder if people know I'm a YouTuber and they're like, oh, I'm not even... This guy must be making a video, and I'm like... Like, if you see me running a Bulbasaur, like, there's a good chance you might end up in one of my videos situation. Unless I go, like, 0-5, which sometimes does happen. I mean, when you try to do stuff like this... I did actually make a video before I posted on my channel where I went 0-5, and I tried to talk about what I could have done better in that video, but the video didn't really do that well, so... I mean, I'd be down, like, let me know in the comments below if you're watching this, if you'd be interested in me posting a 0-5 set that I get, and just talking about what I could have done differently, in all forms, like team building, whether it be like how I played out the matches counting, energy preservation, did I shield or bait correctly? You know, maybe that could be an interesting take on a video. But I feel like a lot of times, like if you're actually here right now listening, then props to you. Thank you so much for helping my channel out by watching my videos. That is so dang nice of you. But I feel like a lot of times when people just kind of like check out the team and they like if they see a combination of Pokemon they like, they'll use it and then bam. Anyways, thanks for tuning into the video, ladies and gentlemen. That's another 4-1 set. And yeah, and with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every day. You have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. And if you want to check out more GBL content from me, consider watching this video right here or this video right here.